It's whole food plant-based, okay? Alright you guys, so here is an island of groceries. So a few things to keep in mind before I get started. I still have a lot of things in the pantry in terms of things like rice. I still have like pasta, some noodles, and other things like that. So I didn't really need to get everything that I need. But my main reason for going is because I completely ran out of produce and I also needed some frozen things as well. Let's get started. So let's start with this produce section because we've got quite a bit. So one thing that I tried to keep in mind was to get produce that I know is gonna last longer, at least some of the produce, so that I don't have to, you know, have all this produce going bad, obviously. So we've got kale. I find that kale lasts a lot longer than, you know, spinach, for example. So kale, bunch of kale. And of course, you can also cook it as well. So that's another thing that you can do if it starts to go a little bit bad. Just cook it up. Carrots last like forever in the fridge and they're really cheap, so highly recommend. So cucumbers, obviously cucumbers don't last very long in the fridge, but I'll definitely make these some of the first things I eat. So whatever I have that won't last long, I'll probably eat first. We've got romaine lettuce here. I find that romaine lettuce lasts pretty long, so it's pretty good to have. It doesn't go bad like right away. So romaine lettuce, very good. We have Shanghai bok choy. You guys know I love me some bok choy. So we've got Shanghai bok choy, 1 bag of that, and 2 bags of baby bok choy. I literally, like, I don't know what I would do without bok choy. So good. And bok choy, guys, lasts very, very long in the fridge. I'm sure it lasts weeks. So bok choy is really good to have. We've got 2 bags of spinach back here. 2 bags of spinach, and I'm probably going to freeze one of them right away because I actually like to use spinach most often in smoothies, so I like to have them frozen anyway, so I'll probably freeze one right away and then leave one in the fridge, but most likely I'll end up freezing it later because spinach goes bad really fast. But keep in mind, you can always cook it or you can always freeze your spinach to use in smoothies. Next, we have celery hearts. I just thought I would get some. This is like organic celery. Thought I would get some to snack on. Oh my god, my hand is shaking. My arm is shaking. Oh. Anyway, so one tip to keep celery lasting longer is to wash it up and put it into a container and fill that container with water, and that's gonna keep it fresh longer. And even if you have celery that's starting to kind of like, you know, when it goes soft, if you actually like do that trick and put it into a container with some water, it gets hard again after like a few hours. So try that trick if you've got some celery that you think is too bad and you have to throw it away. Nope, don't worry guys, okay? That trick works, I'm telling you. Got some celery. We also got some asparagus. Asparagus. I feel like this lasts pretty long in the fridge. And of course you can cook it up and it's delicious, all that good stuff. And then we have also some broccoli. Once again, it doesn't go bad too quickly and you can cook it up. I'm planning on cooking it up. I definitely prefer cooked broccoli over raw. So I'll probably cook it up, put it into stir fries or stuff like that. And then we've got 3 bell peppers. We've got the tri-colored, okay? Bell peppers, again, don't last forever, but you can roast bell peppers. So if they're starting to like potentially go a little bit bad, you can always throw them in the oven, roast them, and they're really, really good when they're roasted. So that's a little trick that you could use. Now we have some fruit. Okay, let's talk about the fruit. We've got 3 oranges here. You know, you need some vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? Vitamin C. I feel like oranges last quite long in the fridge and apples last forever. These were so expensive. I was like, what just happened? What did I just pay? Okay. I was gonna buy this like big bag of apples, but I didn't think I could carry all of this. By the way, I carried all this like 4 blocks, okay? So yeah, because I had like a big bag of apples that were much cheaper, but I was like, well, I don't think I can carry all this. So I got these 4 apples and it was like, I think it was like $8 for like 4 apples. I don't know, guys. Isn't that too much? I don't know. Anyway, hopefully they taste like heaven on earth because I don't know, paying $2 for an apple? What is happening? What is my life? Anyways, I had no idea, by the way. I didn't really like, you know when they have like the prices per like pound? I'm like, I don't know how to calculate this. I don't have time to calculate this. Anyways, so yes, $2 apples apparently. But apples do last very long as well, so I feel like they're a good thing to have around because I feel like I've been really lacking fruit lately. So apples, very good. Banana, of course, must have. Again, I would have gotten more if I could carry more, but bananas, must have. Once they start becoming super ripe, you can of course freeze them. First, you want to take off the skin and then freeze it in a Ziploc bag. I use them all the time. I use frozen bananas all the time for smoothies, so definitely must have. And then let's look at our frozen things. So we've got frozen edamame beans. Y'all know what's up. Okay, you know that I cannot live without edamame beans. Edamame beans are the best. You leave this in the freezer, and then of course, anytime you want to have some, take it out. You can always microwave it with a little bit of water. I throw it into my soba noodle dishes, pretty much anything. It's such a good snack. It's healthy, it's filling, it's so good. Must have for me. And then we've got some frozen veggies. So again, if I had room, I really wanted to buy a lot, but they also had a limit of 2 bags of frozen veggie per person. So of course I have to respect that because I guess everyone's buying up the frozen veggie nowadays. So I got frozen Brussels sprouts. Love me some Brussels sprouts. And I also have frozen mixed vegetables. These are great for like fried rice, stir fries, just basically anything you want to, throw in some vegetables in. So the frozen veggies, I'll probably not touch. I'll try not to touch too much of until I'm kind of like made my way through the fresh stuff, just because, frozen veggies obviously last a lot longer. And then we've got 2 bags of frozen fruit. We've got some frozen strawberries. Come to think of it, I probably should have also gotten some frozen blueberries, but whatever. Also have some frozen mango as well. Great for smoothies. I also forgot to show you, I also have some fresh blueberries as well. So at least I got some blueberries. And then let's talk about the canned items. So once again, canned items, if I could have gotten a little bit more, I would have, but I couldn't carry them. It's too heavy, okay? By the way, like our grocery store is not like, it's not empty, like there's still a lot of stuff. So don't think that I'm like trying to hoard everything for myself. That's definitely not what I'm doing. There's still plenty of food in the grocery stores. Just to keep that in mind in case you think I'm like trying to hoard everything from everyone else, okay? That's definitely not my intention. My intention is to buy a lot so that I don't have to go and potentially, increase chances of infection. Anyways, let's talk about the canned items. So we've got some canned tomatoes. So we've got some crushed tomatoes, a big jar. Is it a jar? No, big can. Big can of crushed tomatoes. This is great for pretty much anything. If you want to make a soup, if you want to make chili, if you want to make pasta sauce, so many different things. Canned tomatoes are the best. I think people are starting to realize this because the canned tomato section was starting to look a little sparse, And then I have 3 cute little cans of tomato paste. These were on sale. I think one of them was like 60 cents or something. So I got 3. These are super handy. You can make pasta sauce with them. That's probably what I'm planning on doing. I've been really enjoying making my own pasta sauces nowadays with like canned tomatoes. It's actually quite easy. So really, really handy. Again, you can use it for many things as well. It's very similar to any other kind of canned tomatoes. So this is just a bit more concentrated, a little less like water content. So yeah, I got 3 cans of black beans. I also have some dry beans still in my pantry, so I'm gonna cook them up at some point, but canned beans are just so convenient. I got 3 of these, I think because they had like a 3 for something deal. So 3 cans of black beans. You can never have enough cans of beans available, okay? Whew. And then let's talk about the starches, okay? So I've got a few starches here. Once again, as I mentioned, I already have rice, plenty of rice. I already have some different kinds of noodles. I have some pasta still, so I didn't get too much in terms of starches, but let's start with here. So we've got potatoes, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes last quite long as well, so you can buy them and they'll last a very long time. I don't know, do you guys put your potatoes in the fridge? Because I do. Because otherwise they start like growing roots and it's disgusting. So I usually keep them, well, I might keep them outside for a little bit and then I might stick them in the fridge, but I heard that you're not supposed to put them in the fridge. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like to put them in the fridge because I don't want them to grow like nasty bits, okay? Potatoes, sweet potatoes, fantastic. Great for many things. I'm sure you guys know, okay? I got some tortillas. I still have some bread left and I still have some English muffins, but I wanted to make some wraps. So I got myself some whole wheat tortilla wraps, okay? You can always freeze these as well. so that they last a bit longer. I might like freeze half and then keep the other half outside. And always, if you buy things like this, like bread or tortillas, just check the back. Just quickly check the ingredients list to make sure that it's vegan friendly, just to make sure. Sometimes they put egg in like the bread and stuff, but it's quite rare that they do that, but still do check just in case. As you can see, most of these things here, I don't need to check for ingredients, and that's kind of how I try to shop. I don't buy too many things like packaged, other than, you know, like bread and pastas and stuff like that. So it does make the grocery shopping a lot easier. None of these things you gotta check any sort of ingredients list, okay? It's whole food, plant-based, okay? So next, spaghetti. I'm pretty sure we're running out of spaghetti, and guys, I need spaghetti in my life. I don't know what it is about spaghetti specifically. I need the noodles, guys. I need the noodles. I like all kinds of pasta, but I always find myself going for the spaghetti most, and I got the healthy kind, the multi-grain spaghetti. I really wanted to buy a few more, but again, I didn't know how much I could carry, so I just bought one for now. Hopefully it'll last me a while. I know I still have some pasta in the pantry, so I can make my way through that. Those are the starches, okay? And finally, I have some miscellaneous items here, okay? First, hummus. I did buy some hummus. I can have this with my celery, my carrots, my cucumbers, and of course I can put some hummus on my wrap. You guys know how hummus works. Fantastic. I could probably make my own. I should probably try making my own. But guys, I'm lazy. Okay, I'm lazy. Next, we've got salsa. I feel like salsa lasts pretty long in the fridge, and it's a great way to kind of add flavor to whatever. Just add it on top of whatever. Maybe I'll have some breakfast. Ooh, like breakfast wraps with scrambled tofu and salsa. Delicious. I needed to buy some cumin. I really wanted to buy some other spices, but the grocery store is running pretty low on certain spices. So I just bought some cumin. And then last but not least, I got some dessert. Okay. We got 2 things of 85% cacao. So this is like really intense dark chocolate. But it's nice if you ever have like chocolate cravings after a meal. I like to have like one little piece of chocolate at the end of a meal. And just a little note, if something says, guys, in case any of you guys are new vegans, if something says may contain like milk, for example, it's still vegan friendly, okay? May contain is for people with allergies, because things might be, you know, processed or made in a facility that also has milk, but it doesn't mean that this product contains milk or that it means to contain any milk. It just could be cross-contamination. So this is vegan, very, very dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is supposed to be healthy for you people. So yes, I got 2 of those. I think that's it. Did I go through everything? I think so. So that is my grocery haul. So everything here cost me $123.33 Canadian. Not too bad considering this is probably gonna last me a pretty long time. It's definitely more than I spend regularly, but once again, this is for a longer period of time. Yeah, $123.33. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. That is what I got at the grocery store. Keep in mind also that the grocery store that I go to is a little bit more expensive than other grocery stores, just because it's close to my place, and that's why I go there. I would definitely go to a cheaper one if I had a car. I don't really like to buy expensive groceries. You guys know me. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you're new to this channel, of course, don't forget to subscribe. And guys, check out my older past grocery haul videos. I have quite a few on this channel because I used to do these very often, especially when I lived in London. Because in London, I would do like monthly hauls because I would get my groceries delivered to me. Grocery delivery in London is quite common, whereas here it's not as common. But yeah, in London, I would do that. I would always buy my groceries online, get them delivered, and I would always film a grocery haul, and people loved those grocery hauls. Okay, something about seeing what somebody else bought, I feel like we're all very nosy. I also love them. Okay, so if you guys want to see my past grocery hauls, I'll link my playlist down below so you guys can check that out. So you can just go on a grocery haul binge. Okay, I don't know. You can kind of compare what I used to buy in London, for example, how much that used to cost, and then what I buy here, all that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!